Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? Back with another video. And this right here is just going to be an update video, just so y'all can kind of see what's going on. And I'm going to talk about some fertilizers. Since the springtime is upon us, an important thing is fertilization. Something you should have maybe started, according to where you're at, maybe like a month ago with the organic fertilizers. Just to get your plants, just to get it broken down into the soil, so that your fruits, your trees can use them. As you can see, this right here is waking up. This tree here is waking up. Pretty much all my fig trees are waking up. A couple fruit trees over there waking up. Got a lot going on, guys. Got a lot going on. And this Primark Freedom is flowering. It's been flowering out even with all that cold weather that came through. But a lot of those got burnt off. But as you can see, I pruned it back pretty hard. Should have pruned it back a little bit more, but it's growing good. It's growing amazing. Got some cabbage over here and some broccoli. It's all doing good. But to get back on the fertilization, right? You got to think about it like this. When your plants, your trees, they wake up in the springtime, they're looking, I mean, it's just like when you wake up in the morning, or if you've been, sleeping for a long time, you wake up, you're pretty hungry. And the trees, your plants, they're no different than, us as humans. So they're going to want a lot to eat. So like I said, to balance everything out, because a lot of people out there, they feel like, oh, if you use synthetic fertilizers, that's going to kill your soil and it's just going to be terrible soil and it's not going to work for you and all this other trash. So what I do to combat that, because it's kind of true, if you just use strictly synthetic fertilizers, it's not necessarily killing your soil. It's not feeding your soil. So what happens when your soil isn't fed? It dies. So what I do to combat that is I use a organic fertilizer, whether that's Fish Emotion, Agri-Thrive, or some type of granular fertilizer. I use that in conjunction with, man, look at all these flowers. Look at all these flowers, guys. This right here is a Valencia orange. Valencia orange. Full of flowers. Flowers all over it. Beautiful tree. And I got 2 apple trees. Y'all saw these before. Yeah, y'all saw these before. As you can see, got flowers on them. Nice, beautiful flowers. And I got 2 in the same hole. So I got them side by side. And as you can see right here in the middle, is that you got branches growing into each other. And the thing, what I'm trying to prove is that you don't have to really cut your trees back. I mean, you can cut them how you want to. All that fungi stuff and airflow stuff. I mean, we're outside. Like, stop making things so complicated. We're outside. It's enough airflow. Like, it's not like it's stuffed in a paper bag that's not getting any airflow. And look at this right here. We got some sour oranges. I'll put the name up on the screen of what they're called. It's like Calamando sour oranges. It's huge. A lot of good new growth on it as well. A lot of good new growth. I'm gonna go back the other way soon. And we still got our peach tree covered up. We got some nice peaches on here. All the flowers are gone. And now we just got peaches all over it. They're green right now, so you can barely see them. And then I have, you look at this plant, right? Excuse me. Look at this side. See this? Look at that. Now look at this side. Look at that. Doesn't that look different? Something looks different, right? But it's the same tree. Look at that. Same stalk. Same tree. Kind of weird, ain't it? That's because this right here is a Valencia orange. This side over here is a Meyer lemon on the same tree. Yeah. And then we got the ruby red. which has buds all over it. I mean, this one here is really taking off. A lot of good new growth on it and everything else. But like I was saying, guys, comes to fertilizers, don't overthink it. I mean, it's simple. Figure out, you know, people are saying, hey, I don't use synthetics because it kills your soil. It kills the microorganisms in your soil. Figure out how that happens. Because if it's one thing, if it kills it by contact, you know, like a insecticide or something like that, it kills it like that. Then it's like, okay, maybe, you know, I myself don't want to use this. And look, this right here was just twigs. A lot of good new growth on that. I mean, it's one thing if it kills it like that, then yeah, you wouldn't want to use something like that. But that's not the case. Like I said, it kills it because it's not feeding it. And this right here, guys, is a blood orange, but it's a moral blood orange. And as you can see, has a lot of fruit set on it, flowers all over it. Bees been on this one for at least a week, 2 weeks, buzzing all over it. So that looks amazing. I don't take y'all over here too often, but because I'm trying to get it up, but maybe y'all should see the starting stages. I like for y'all to see kind of like the closer to end result, but at least y'all can see it in the beginning. It's sugarcane. I got about 5 stalks coming up right now of sugarcane. I want this whole area over here, I want all this to be sugarcane, every bit of it. And as you can see, all the mulch is down, so it kind of elevates the area back here pretty well. Yeah, elevates the area pretty well to where I don't have to water back here as much. Like I said, I'm about to be setting up a drip irrigation, but I'm gonna show y'all. It's like a kind of like a backyard, kind of like, I don't want to say ghetto, but it's a different way of doing it. Like I said, some other people do it, some other people don't. But I'm gonna kind of, if y'all really want to see it, see how I'm gonna do it, you know, give me a couple likes on this video, and then let me know that's something that y'all want me to do. If there's something else that y'all want me to look at a little bit more, talk about a little bit more, you know, let me know in the comments. But like I said, I'm gonna talk a little bit longer about fertilizers. Don't overcomplicate it, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. It's just as simple as feed your plants. Like I said, when it comes to citrus trees, I don't use bloom boosters. I don't use the complicated stuff. I just give them something that's high in nitrogen. I give them a high nitrogen synthetic fertilizer, and then I'll go with like an organic, something that's balanced. So I'll go with like an AgriThrive, sometimes a Fish Emotion, but for the most part, like I said, I use a synthetic high nitrogen fertilizer, which is going to give them what they need, because citrus trees, they're going to bud, they're going to flower. You don't have to do anything for that. Trust me, they're going to do that. But the thing that they need is the green growth to bud and to flower on. So as long as you're giving them that, it'll do everything else itself. Citrus trees are a lot different than other trees, like this, the apple tree right here, right? The apple tree is a little bit different. I give that mostly balanced. I'm not going to treat that like my citrus tree, because look, I mean, I've been feeding that balance. It has all these flowers. It has some leaves coming up, but it has a lot of flowers and really no leaves. That's because it's a lot different than the citrus tree. That goes dormant. The citrus tree doesn't. So it needs that food constantly. Like I said, if you've been feeding your citrus trees like you were supposed to during the wintertime, a lot of people feel like, hey, I don't need to feed my citrus tree during the wintertime. You do. And you need to feed it, not granular stuff, but you can feed it organic stuff. You can feed it something like Fish Emotion. You can feed it something like AgriThrive, because it's going to be able to break that down without it having to be warm in order for the microorganisms to break it down. Like I said, if you use a granular, you want to use that at least like a month before, you know, temperatures start to stay pretty steady at night around like 40-50 degrees. Once that happens, you know, your daytime temperatures are going to be a lot warmer, and then it'll be able to break it down a lot faster. Because like I said, during the winter time, I mean, it could take an entire winter to break down the organic granular fertilizers, but during the summertime, you know, it could take like a month, 3 weeks to a month to break it down. So guys, I think that's pretty much wraps it up about fertilizers. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do these videos at least once a week, kind of updating out on everything, and kind of like trying to get gardening. And man, I don't want to, I guess this is an orchard, right? Yeah, and you know, running an orchard, making it simple again, because I mean, it's so many people out there with their YouTube channels, and everybody's trying to come up with their own thing to become the new thing, and it's really, you know, it's really not that difficult. You know, it's really not that. It's simple. Like I said, it's super simple, as y'all can see. I mean, I'm not doing too shabby. I don't, you know, feel like I'm doing the best, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, if y'all would just like, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all thinking about out there. Let me know what y'all growing. Oh yeah, I forgot to take y'all over here. Like I said, I usually don't like taking y'all over here like this until it's like woke up, but it ain't woke up just yet. But as you can see, I'm gonna see if y'all can see this. You can see you got some buds right here, and the shell on them is starting to peel back to where you can kind of see a little green. You can't see it through the phone, especially how the lighting is out here, but it's starting to wake up. My other one that was over here, which you don't see anymore, it used to be like right here, it died. It died. Died all the way down to the ground. It just wasn't ready. This one over here, it is. Like I said, on my next video, I'm gonna talk about something really good. Like I said, I was just about to start talking about it now, but no point. I'll just talk about it on the next video. Hey man, it was good talking to y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoying the videos. And like I said, comment down below. Let me know what y'all growing. Let me know what kind of trees you're thinking about getting, and ask me any questions you got. Signing out.